Hello, hello. So this is information that I wish I would have been able to find when I was shopping for our side-by-side. I ended up buying a 2024 Can-Am Defender HD9 Max XT. So the thing is rated, along with the HD10, they have the same tow rating for 2,500 pounds of towing. But you don't know like what that really means. Is that 2,500 pounds downhill on flats? How would it do it if it was on a trail in the woods? So that's what I bought. And so today, actually putting it to work a little bit. So there's the machine. Like I said, Defender XT HD9. So not the HD10 engine. It's got not the super powered, whoops, sorry, camera work. Not the stronger engine. And then so here's the trailer. So the trailer is 4 foot wide by 8 foot long, and it's full of firewood for the winter. So I counted, I don't know how much all this weighs. I counted the bigger logs. I counted 39 of those. If we figure 30 pounds per one of those logs, that's almost 1,200 pounds just for the big ones. It's not counting like these smaller ones here. So I don't know, say 1,400 pounds of wood. And then the trailer itself is 300. So that puts us at 1,700 pounds out of the 2,500 that this thing can tow. And it can tow it. I pulled it on mostly flat. I'm standing on a little embankment here, just like the road that slopes up to my house. And it towed all that fine. But I want to see how well it tows it like up a steep hill. So I've got a steep hill not far from my house. And we're gonna try to haul this up the steep hill and see how we do. So I'll try as I'm driving to keep the camera on the road and on the speedometer, and I'll also have the RPMs showing so you can see, how hard the thing is working. We'll just see how she does. So I'll have to maybe in the description after I do this, I'll tell you all how much elevation gain we had over what distance. Maybe I'll be able to figure out what the actual steep of the incline is, but it's steep. It's the steepest near me. I struggle to imagine that most people are going to be doing like what I'm trying to do with the thing. So yeah, we'll see. Alright, see we got it in work mode. Put her in low gear. Let's go for a ride. So far I can't even tell that the weight's back there really, but we've also only gone downhill or flat, so alright, the hill's coming up here. You can start to see it. It's pretty steep. Honestly, I'm a little nervous. It's going to be a little dicey if this doesn't go well. Cruising along 15 miles an hour at about 4,600 RPM. My foot's not really on the gas very hard at all. Starting to climb here a little bit. All right, 16 miles an hour, 4,800 RPM. This is where it starts to get steep here. 5,100 RPM. Oh, the tires are sliding under me. This is loose dirt road. I've only got it in rear wheel drive. Tires are skipping. Probably should have put it in all wheel coming up the hill, but it did it. It did it. The engine was not the problem, not at all. like not even a little bit. That's pretty impressive. All right, so let's recap what happened there. So with all that weight in the trailer, even with all that weight on the back, it still didn't have enough traction to climb that dirt road very well. The back end was doing a little bit of this, especially as I kind of got on and off the gas. Total throttle application was probably like, I don't know, half to 3/4. I was never all the way on the throttle. I was going like, I don't know, 15-ish the whole way up the hill, maybe a little slower. But bottom line, the engine wasn't the problem. It was traction. I was running out of traction before I was running out of pulling capacity. So like I said, it's kind of like that to me, that's like my extreme use case, right? It almost doesn't really matter how it would do on the trails, because we saw that it was already didn't have enough weight over the back wheels anyway to pull up that hill. So either you'd have to put it in 4-wheel drive to maybe get more traction and then test it on something more extreme, but that's a pretty steep, loose gravel road, and we just pulled close to a ton up that hill. And it wasn't the engine. The engine was not the weak link. It was the amount of traction I was getting. So I don't know. For me, it's kind of hard to justify going for an HD10. Like, maybe the HD10 would have a little bit more torque. I mean, obviously it does. It's rated to. But if we just pulled almost a ton up that hill, and the traction was the problem, not the power, then you got to wonder if you're ever going to need the power of the HD10. Like, I don't know. I think the HD9 is probably perfectly adequate for just about everybody. I think the HD10, if you're really buying the Defender for the intent of using it both for like hard recreation as well as work, it would probably like accelerate faster. You might get quicker off the line speeds if that's what you're interested in. But as a work machine, I think the HD9 is totally adequate. Obviously, it's got the same reported tow capacity as the HD10. So all this to say, if you're just buying the machine to do work, I think the HD9 is probably plenty. I don't think you need to go for the HD10. That's my opinion. So that's it. Hopefully this is helpful. Like I said, I'll post some more information about the specs on that hill in the I don't know, down below, whatever that is, the video information. So that'll be there. Thanks for watching. Bye. I lied. Actually, as I got in, I was thinking, why don't we also record the way down the hill and see how dicey that is, because we got a lot of weight going down a steep hill. So we'll do that too. Here. So again, low gear, we're in work mode. I'll try to tell you how hard I'm standing on the brakes, because I feel like we can only expect so much out of the engine compression. Obviously, we've got a CVT. There's no gears here, so it's not like, I don't know, not like the transmission's gonna help us out a lot or anything. All right, so here we go. We're right. It's interesting because we're starting at the thick of it, right? We're starting on the steepest part of the hill, and then it gets better as we go down. So I'm off the gas now. You can see we're picking up speed already. I'm light on the brakes. I mean, you can hear them squealing. These things are notorious for their brake squeals. You can see where my tires were spinning up this hill. 7 miles an hour. All right, I'm getting on it a little harder, but like by no means am I panicked. This is well under control. Very far from what I would consider standing on the brakes. Like, this is like light moderate braking here. I mean, we can slow down if we want. Like, there's no issue. So that was super comfortable. There's nothing to even report there. So there you go. Like, totally fine. All the weight's still back there. HD9 Defender. It's a great machine. I don't think you really need the HD10 if you're just using it for work. I think the HD9 is you're gonna run out of traction before you run out of power. That's seems to be the truth of it, right? So I hope this is helpful. That's it. Take care. God bless.